Alrighty, welcome back to Legends of Keeper. We are just picking up where we left off. Don't know how much longer this run is gonna go, but we're gonna keep rocking through it. So let's just jump right into it. I think we go event here to start. We could go merchant and look for some, merchant. We have a little bit of money, and we do have some situations where our people are starting to get tired. We want to take care of them, make sure that they're not struggling too bad. Ice damage and minus morale applies tiredness. Nature weakness, huh? Okay. Nature weakness, this might actually work well as a trap at one point. Maybe before the second group, because you have Poison Arrow guy. You have a few guys that do nature damage in that group. So I'm kind of thinking Poisonous Plant might be a good take here. But I do need heroes. Let's take Ice Skeleton. And let's leave with that. I think that's fine. Business trip. Choose an employee to protect the sales department during a business trip and an event. But we can't afford to be sending more people out. I think we gotta go event here. This looks dangerous. Thigh supplier. A shifty-looking supplier is offering you some human thighs to feed your employees at a discount price. They don't look or smell particularly fresh. But, the management would grant you a sweet salary bonus for reducing overhead. That could be bad. An employee morale review done by a specialist. Okay. Sell monsters that are no longer useful to you. If unavailable or injured, monsters are less valuable. We could go therapist and move what's-his-face back in. Grogmar? Oh, we did. We got Linus back. Okay, that's good. Let's go therapist. Your employees get a therapy session, so it's all employees, not just one. Paid for by the company. Killing humans is a difficult line of work, and you often have to leave your conscience at home, particularly during torture sessions. This session will let your employees talk about their feelings and let some of their steam motivation gains for all available monsters. Let's just do this. Workout. Give some intensive session at the gym. The master has to stay fit. Gathered from heroes' blood. Okay. Resistances, power. Let's just do this. Alright, we got some adventurers again. Let's roll. See what we're looking at here. What kind of gangsters? Alright, so what does this team look like? We got Grogmar back in. I'm not sure I agree with bringing him, but oh well, it's what we did. Middle guy has some low physical. This guy is front to ice. I don't think that really works out well for us. Frostbite. Max HP. This guy can't be poisoned? Cannot be affected by poison. Okay, so that's a little tough. What's his ice resistance? Good. We're going to put Zervos back at the back line here, I think. Maybe not. Hold on. What's his nature resist? Minus 25. We don't want him getting involved in anything like that. His fire resist is even worse, though. He may be a mid hider. Get in the middle, friend. Okay, so you don't want anybody in front of Grandino. Nature, he's okay on nature resist. Not great, but he's okay. And this one only has back rank killing stuff. We don't want to put you in the back. But you would be fine in the back. But you have good fire resistance as well, so this is kind of tough. But I think it's the right choice to make here. And we are only using people that are good on motivation, so I think that's a fine choice if they get wiped out. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world. We go ballista? Or do we go bleed? Next group really isn't physical heavy. We just go bleed here. But even then, you can still just toss this in here. The layout of this cave was a bit different. Alright, Linus. You're level 3. You're going to be a badass motherfucker now. Applies enhanced trap to the next trap when the skeleton scientist is defeated. Okay, so we need to move rooms for him then, because he needs to be able to enhance traps. We did a bad job with our planning here. Should have looked at him when he came back from his training and saw this. That would have been helpful. Area and applying poison seems okay, except back rank guy doesn't take any poison, so... Okay, but... we could go... This nature resistance is whatever. But you're going to be... okay, because everyone's going to be enraged, so your resistance is going to go up pretty heavy. Although, I am kind of thinking we just put you in the front, because you're going to deal with nature from this guy. That's going to hit you regardless, and this won't hit you at all. I think you're fine in the front. You have less life than some of these other guys, but I think that's okay. No, Shell. I think we... I think this is how we roll this. Linus, yeah, we need to put him in the front room because, like I said, the motivation thing, he's kind of built as like a first group person, I think, because the bounty thing seems really strong with him. Plus, like I said, the trap thing seems pretty solid as well. We're gonna let Linus stay out of this one. I don't think he fits really great here in the back rank. It should be all right though. Didn't like that. Okay. A little unfortunate. How do we decide? Ice block? Just go Flames of Wrath. Just weaken him as much as possible. That's unfortunate. He might be able to get a... He will kill. That's good. That's a good job by this front group. It's unfortunate that they all perished, but... Let's apply some bleed. Oh, it's only the front guy. It's a little bit eh. But we are going to show no mercy. Okay. Alright. We apply poison so we can get Shell on our knoll. The one that's weak to the one that can't get poison applied to them is gone, so that's good. So we can back rank with Toxic Arrow here. Protective Strike, that's fine. Give me Shell. Goblin Tricks. We just kill here, I believe. Toxic Arrow. Sucks, I think our Knoll is going to die here. Oh, yes, they did. We didn't wipe, but we did probably lose a bit of morale on that little bit there, so. Monster Salter. Another Ballista. Okay, let's just grab Poisonous Dart, I guess. It's the greatest thing ever, but yeah, we lost a decent chunk of of morale from that group there. Collectors. Some tax officials have come to collect. Good thing they drank blood. We're a 500 gold merchant it is. Let's see what we got. Okay. Boarman. Let's buy Boarman. We already have a skeleton magus, but I think that's fine. Let's look at the group here. Alright, we need to... Do we give Ian? We give Ian a break here. We move Linus to the front group, because I think he's going to be important. Let's get people who need a break out right now. Although, we could just keep things together here and get their motivation back up via this. I think it's fine. I think this group should be okay. Let's keep Zuvros in. Zuvros. I think that's fine. And we keep these three out of the rotation. It does suck a little bit losing Ellen, because I think he's pretty solid, but at the same time, I think we still have our ways to apply poison for Nahi. I think it's okay. And Raguk is back as well. What did Raguk get? Applies enrage to the other monster groups when the orc is attacked. So we can get enraged just by having him as the front man in the group. Keep enraged up, I guess, is the kind of the right way I'm thinking of it. So I think that's good. Train your monsters. Okay, so let's go here. 6 air damage, and 9. I think it gives him a morale, an extra attack. It looks like. Is there anything? 10 power and 5 doll resist per hero affected by frostbite. Interesting. Damage dealt increased by 100% if the target's armor is negative. This works out really well with the ballista, because that's going to drop people's armor resistances. I think this is a pretty solid choice to make here. We'll train Bree. And now we can leave. Let's go with event. The off-smelling human thighs you accepted were served. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We've done this to ourselves. Okay, that changes things a little bit. So those guys are out. Okay. We still have people that can run this... That we can still run the team. It's not as pretty. Losing Ragnar kind of sucks. These guys... we're not going to have a lot of options here. This is the sketchy part. We're not fucking with the veterans, because at this point, the bad thighs came back to haunt us, man. I was like, oh, okay, there was no bad side to eating those bad thighs. Not little did I know the thighs were not yet served. Excuse me, I need to get a drink of water. Alright. Ignores the first attack suffered, so that guy kind of is a pain in the ass. Skill randomly removes all monsters to another position at the start of the fight. Okay, that's ungodly annoying. So setting up these guys in any sort of order here is pointless. Because they're going to get shuffled anyway. Alright, that's unfortunate. I want to save Ballista for the second set of rooms. I think that's more important. Let's go Circular Saw. We go Ballista here. So we want our big bore man to be doing some big deeps. This is of the first fight, right? So it won't shuffle them here. So we go you there. Fire and nature you're bad with, right? Everything else you're fine with. That's good. What do we have? Air, area, and air front. That should be okay. Means I don't really need to worry too much about how these other guys are positioned. I mean, I guess it probably did matter a little bit, but not a ton. Okay, that ends up working out pretty well, I guess. Okay, and who had... So, we want to go pheromones. And then if we can get the killing blow with Zavros, that'd be great. We are chilled. That's unfortunate. The problem is Zavros doesn't really have a backline attack. This is going to end up biting us a bit, I think. Just chuck your ice blocks, I guess, friend. It's something I guess you need to kind of be mindful of when going in. If the person you're trying to deal with can't hit somebody in the back line, that's a little rough. Oh boy. I'm sorry, everybody, that you are all dying. This is unfortunate. You know what, though? He's fucking hung in there, and he's chucking ice blocks, dude. What a dude. He's gonna die here, but he did a good job. This should apply bleed. We're gonna get ourselves... Enrage is less important here, because we don't have... But Enrage is still good. I am trying to figure out... it's air. How do you do versus air? You're fine. 50%, I think that's good. Let's go Show No Mercy. I was going to say, if she's going to be able to pick him apart a bit, I considered changing that up, but... he should be fine. And yes, her armor is minus. That's fucking big. Okay, so he did have a hidden blocking ability. The speed thing kind of sucks, but what can you do? You're gonna get fucking just annihilated here. This is a little unfortunate. I would have preferred to had him go first, because he was gonna kill regardless. He's doing some big damage now. That guy. But see, we've got a pretty good setup in place here with these guys being physical and stuff like that, because that's their the lowness of their physical is so. I mean, their physical reasons are so low as a result that that's insane. Burning Whip increased in damage. Let's get Burning Whip increase. I don't use it often. You know what? Let's not. I was going to say let's go Burning Whip, but I hardly ever use it. These guys are good. We need to get Zuvros out for sure. Because Zuvros is not happy. He's not a happy fella. Grogmar should be fine with Linus, I think. Maybe. Okay. Trying to think of how I want to tackle this here. Got nature, physical. We can add Undobus back in here. Let's put Grandino up front here again, and we'll have 40 each. I think this is fine. Grogmar's still a little low, but if Linus can get if you can get that set up right, it should be fine. We'll get Zuvros out for a few runs, and I think at the end of the day we'll be okay. How much money? 248. Minus 200. Applies Shell 2 to monsters of the group at the front and haste to the one at the back. Okay. Interesting. Attacks apply bleeding? Okay. I mean, these are pretty good upgrades, both of them. This one's cheaper, too. This one's only 100 gold. Although this, I think, gives our first group a little bit more survivability. I think is a pretty solid choice. It's a little bit more money, but I think it's actually the right choice to make here. We don't want to sell any of our people. I think we just go event. The walk-in fridge is full of bodies. The doctors could resurrect a fresh human and transform it into an employee in exchange for a little blood. We can get Rifford, skeleton cultist, sure. Never be sad to have more people. Transmute blood into transmute blood. Let's just go event again. Strange gentleman in the guise of a toy manufacturer knocks on the door and offers to sell you a range of using items. He requires nothing in exchange other than the materials to make them. The strange and troubling face physically prevents you from declining. As under 20 life if you choose to pay in points. I assume it means life is in, like, this. Oh, we'd have to sacrifice Grogmar? Max life increased by 100%. Ice damage from monsters' attacks are dealt to the target's fire resistance if it is lower than the ice resistance. Interesting. And this takes life from slaveholder, I believe. That's fine. They're not getting to slaveholder very often as it is, so I think it's okay. Okay, Journeyman Trainer. By chance, you meet a tamer traveling through a region looking for some work. The traveler offers to train one of your employees at half price. If you have the right employee, if you have the right employee in your employ, you could even negotiate for him to work for free. Which I don't. I don't have the money. I guess we're refusing. That sucks. Okay. Good night, guys. Okay, I think we just, again, stay with adventurers. This is, a little sketchy. Okay, so traps first here. This layout's really, really unfortunate. One of my buddies is playing Vampire Survivors, and I kind of want to go watch. I think we just go... Oh, that's a little rough. Oh, we can't even swap our monster arrangements here. This is not great. Huh. Okay, you know what? Let's put Ballista here, because we're not going to get use of it otherwise, at all. It's going to be kind of pointless. And these guys are going to be pretty down on their physical resistances. I do think we go in... Grandino goes in the front, even though poor guy's been getting just shellacked. He's going to get shell, though, and somebody in the back is going to get haste, so... That seems solid. Air resistance minus. Linus goes to the back to get the haste. I think that's the team we roll here. Grogmar dying would suck. Or Grogmar, yeah, it's going to happen, I think. But it is what it is. So let's recast our spell. Put this team together. We're going to get enraged. But the resists are going to be fucking... fixed by this point, I think. Sucks a little bit. But I do think you being in the front is really, really important. Front, nature damage. Never mind. Your air is fine, but your nature is not. Put you there. This is fine. put you here because you're going to get targets affected by poison. I think that's the team we roll here. Don't have anything to backline me. I think this is fine. Ellen's okay, but speed 120 versus 50. So yeah, he'll go first. That's what I kind of want. And then let's just apply bleed if anything makes it through that. That should be fine. Okay. So we go pheromones, apply bounty. It's a little rough. And by rough, I mean more than a little. Minus 30. Cleave's not going to get the job done. It sucks. Just apply toxins. So the bounty kind of was wasted there. Yeah, we lost what's his name again. But this team's looking pretty solid at the moment. Unfortunately, he's taking some air damage, but wow, this person's got really good. So it has a really good physical resistance, but maybe this attack is just kind of weak in general. Not the rats. I think we just honestly spread toxins again. These guys are going to get there already poisoned. That's going to work out really nice. Should survive this one hit. And then we should be able to apply pheromones as well. Oh, we'll go toxins again. Just keep them poisoned into the next fight. Be worthwhile. And we're just going to show no mercy. We could have Burning Whipped and killed the front one pretty easily there, but I don't think we need to. Let's go Poison Arrow back rank here. Probably should have Toxic Rained there. For a variety of reasons, but it is what it is. Just try to eat this up. But it's okay. She's about to get shield bashed to hell, or hammer bashed to hell here. This group right here, my back group, is definitely considerably stronger. And Poison Arrow. Just clean him up. Shut him down. Okay. Ooh, he looks kind of cool. I like... There's a lot more monsters than I remember there being from before. To random defeated monster comes back to life as a skeleton warrior. Oh. If the skeleton trumpeter is the last survivor of the group. Kind of seems like a cool buy. We'll take him. Give him a look. All right, so we need to get some people out. Rent out some traps. That's fine. Saw blade and bone catapult. I think this is probably our best option. So I don't use the saw blade that often. Get plunder. One volunteer being out 3 weeks. Volunteers do gain haste for all monsters. Interesting. Wow, that one seems pretty solid actually. Gold, 100% to find a monster, but 100% the 3 volunteers are out for 2 weeks. That's these two are a little rough as a result of that. Ah, man. I don't know that it's the end of the world. You lose some of this stuff, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go ahead and, I guess plunder. Sucks we're gonna lose those guys for 2 weeks, but it is the end. It is not the end of the world. We got Papoose. Okay, they're starting to ramp up a little bit. All of these fellas. Go therapist. Let's just go with a simple thank. Thank you guys for being here all the time. Is there not like a save? I'm kind of trying to figure some things out here. Okay, transmute blood or tears into another resource. As we go, vent. A giant worm has oozed its way into the lower levels of the dungeon. What will you do with it once you have killed it? 60 life if you eat it. Let's go offer. This just gets our morale up a little. Alright, before we jump into this one, I think I'm going to just call this a video here. I think we're at a pretty good stopping point. We're getting ready to embark on some tougher fights here, so I will catch you all next time. I appreciate you watching.